Hi, and welcome to the Inspired Podcast, Leading the Way in Education. I'm your host, Andrea de la Cerda, and each week I'm bringing you insightful discussions and news about changes in the landscape of education and entrepreneurship. As a former middle school teacher turned corporate communications executive, I'm here to share how my experience with corporate clients as a business owner can and should influence the way we think about marketing in the educational ecosystem. What's working, what isn't working, and how to change the paradigm of public versus private once and for all. In this episode, we'll dig into corporate coaching and why it's growing like crazy. If you've ever considered integrating a coaching offering into your business, you'll definitely want to be sure to tune in to today's show in its entirety. So let's dive in. When it comes to corporate coaching, nothing is more front and center than your personal brand. Today, we're going to break down personal branding, what it isn't, and how to create it. To start, personal branding is just that. It's personal. Its effectiveness lives where your uniqueness and your customers' needs intersect. And it's your personal brand that helps you stand out in a competitive market. Let's face it, there is only one you. So only one personal brand that looks and sounds like you. You may not be for everybody, but you're for somebody, and those are your people. Today, the global executive coaching market is valued at $9.3 billion. $9.3 billion with a B. 1.5 million searches are made every month for life coaches, business coaches, and executive coaches. And 1/3 of all Fortune 500 companies utilize executive coaching in some form. That in and of itself should say something about the power and the potential for a coaching offering in your business. But let's talk specifically about why personal branding is an especially important topic for executive coaches. What makes your message authentic, how to develop it, leverage thought leadership, and ultimately, track your success. Personal branding is about intentionally shaping and managing how you're perceived by clients, your peers, and the broader industry. It involves leveraging your unique strengths, expertise, and your values to build credibility, attract clients, and create meaningful impact as a trusted advisor and coach. It's how you want to be known by others, which should always come from a place of truth and authenticity. Here's some of my favorite examples of personal brands. One excellent personal brand example is Martha Stewart. Let's face it, even in tough times, Martha Stewart has been able to stay true to who she is while staying relevant as things evolve. Even in prison, Martha Stewart revisited old hobbies like ceramics and found new ones like crocheting. And she's now even hosting dinner parties and potluck challenges on VH1 with her friend Snoop Dogg. Another great example is Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, he certainly isn't for everyone, but he always stays true to his beliefs, ideas, and passions, whether it's Tesla, SpaceX, or Dogecoin, to expect the unexpected from him on some level. When it comes to personal brands, executive coaching is about selling yourself, your experience, your personality, even your appearance at times, which is why it's a topic that deserves attention. A strong personal brand can enhance credibility and attract new clients. Conceptualizing and implementing effective personal branding as an executive coach includes a number of considerations. So we're going to break these down for you today. First, identify a specific area of expertise or specialization within executive coaching to target your clients, such as leadership development, career transition, or organizational change management. It could even be more specific than that, though. One thing that I've learned about coaching is that the more niche your audience is, in some ways, the more successful you can be, and the easier it is to target them. If you wanted to just focus in career transition to adults in career transition in the state of Colorado, that there's a market there. So don't be afraid to really craft your niche into what it is you really know well, where you have the confidence to teach others. But also think about what sets you apart from other executive coaches beyond that just niche. It might include your coaching methodology, your track record of success, your industry experience, or just your personal qualities and your personality that resonates with certain clients. And then next, second, establish credibility as an expert in your field just through a combination of things. Consider qualifications, credentials, and testimonials. Share these success stories and case studies just to demonstrate the results that you've achieved as a coach. Your track record of success and metrics is certainly something that will establish credibility for you. And also, developing a cohesive brand messaging and narrative that aligns with your values, your mission, and your desired positioning in the market. And consistency with this branding is key. Branding in and of itself, that part of the personal brand, we could build out a whole episode just to talk about crafting and developing what your personal brand sounds like, what it looks like, how it shows up, and in what channels, which could be its own episode. So maybe it will be. Look for that coming soon. And build trust, building meaningful connections with your target audience through content marketing, networking, and thought leadership activities. And making sure that you're staying informed about industry trends, emerging challenges, and evolving client needs to adapt your strategy. But again, doing this within reason and in a truly authentic way. But think about it. If you're positioning yourself as an expert in any topic, you're expected to be that expert, then you're expected to know the latest and greatest trends and evolution of that topic in the marketplace. And in a competitive climate, it's really easy to feel pressure to conform or to compromise some of these values for the sake of success. Be really careful not to do this. When your personal brand reflects your values and beliefs, you present yourself authentically to your audience. And it's this authenticity that builds trust and credibility because people are more likely to connect with and respect individuals that they perceive as genuine. I mean, I think if we're all honest, we can resonate with this. Customers are also savvy now. Our clients are educated. They can tell whether something's off, whether it's not quite real. And it can be difficult if you perceive that customers are looking for one thing and yet you're not authentically delivering that because maybe that just isn't in you. Maybe it's just not one of your core beliefs. Be careful to present that just because you think it'll make you successful or it leads to success, because oftentimes it's the opposite. But by clearly communicating your values and beliefs through your personal brand, you attract an audience that shares similar values and beliefs. I mean, we are who we spend the most of our time with, right? We are attracted to people that are similar to us or have values and beliefs that are similar to ours. This alignment helps you connect with individuals who are more likely to resonate with your message, support your endeavors, and become loyal followers or clients and advocates. But all of that is fine, right? All of that in theory sounds great. But as a coach, particularly if you're just getting started, where should you start? So start by evaluating who you really are. And I don't want that to come across sounding strange or simplistic, because it really isn't actually. For many people, perhaps you spent your career in corporate America and you're moving out on your own. You're becoming a consultant. You want to start a coaching business. It's not unusual or uncommon for people in that position to maybe question, well, I know how I've been told to show up on behalf of this XYZ corporation for so many years, but if I'm representing myself and my credentials, my experience, my expertise, what does that actually look like? What is that really? There was a recent moment in my business where I was in the same position and I was questioning who I was really in my business. I mean, obviously, I know who I am and I know about my experience, but I was second guessing that my clients may not really know who I am, or maybe perhaps I was not articulating my personal brand effectively enough for them to really understand and us to connect. So I brought this up to my business coach recently, and she advised me to send a personal message to a small group of my closest friends just to hear from them what they know about me. This was a slightly scary exercise, I'm not going to lie. But it was a good exercise because the people who really know me best are then relaying back to me, highlighting these key aspects of me and what they know me for. That not only makes me, but aspects of my personality that I naturally evoke. And maybe I can't see them as obvious, but certainly those who are closest to me can relay that back to me in a way that helps me understand who I really am at my core and how people perceive me. When you've had an opportunity to be clear on your message or what you're naturally evoking, you can begin to build your message around that and then start looking for strategic partners that align with you, your goals, your aspirations, looking for others who are similar enough to you that you can work with them in a strategic way. So, for example, collaborate with complementary professionals, organizations, and influencers to just expand your reach and credibility. They have a network, you have a network, and together you can reach more people. So seek opportunities to guest blog, co-author articles, or participate in joint webinars and events. Partnering with industry leaders can enhance your visibility and reputation as an executive coach. And you might find affiliate relationships. Perhaps you are a career transitioning coach and you know about a company that has a really strong career transitioning curriculum. Maybe you want to partner together and share your message. They're looking for those relationships that can help each other is really what I mean here. And then use storytelling to inspire action. Effective storytelling has the power to evoke emotions and connect with people on a much deeper level. By sharing personal anecdotes, client success stories, or the journey of your own brand, you can create an emotional connection with your audience that builds trust and it builds loyalty. But remember consistency in your messaging across all touch points, including your website, social media profiles, marketing materials, and client interactions even, helps reinforce a strong brand identity for you and builds trust with your audience. They know what they're going to get with you, and that's critical. Stories that help to reinforce your brand identity and values consistently across these different communication channels. By incorporating themes, messaging, and brand elements into your storytelling, you create this cohesive brand narrative that strengthens your personal brand and people's recall of your brand. And also, leverage thought leadership can serve as a powerful lead generation tool for a coaching business. Think about what you can offer for free, that irresistible free offer, that valuable content, or whatever it is that addresses pain points and challenges that are faced by executives for free. For free, you attract potential clients who are seeking solutions to their leadership and career development needs. Not only are you giving them something that they need, but they're like, thank you so much. And they're more likely to remember you or more likely to seek you for additional resources. Thought leadership activities like publishing articles, speaking at conferences, hosting webinars, or appearing as a guest on podcasts enables coaches to expand their reach and visibility within your industry. This increased visibility not only attracts potential clients, but also fosters networking opportunities and collaborations with other professionals and organizations. Again, those strategic partnerships that help you just amplify your reach. Finally, how do you measure success so that you can iterate on your practice and refine as you go? It's really important to measure the success of your personal branding efforts and explore methods for gathering feedback from clients, feedback from colleagues, feedback from the industry itself, and insights from clients and peers. So evaluate the ROI of coaching engagements by measuring tangible business outcomes, such as increased revenue, cost savings, productivity gains, employee engagement, and organizational performance improvements. Track the retention and promotion rates of clients within their organization. So higher retention rates and increased opportunities for advancement can indicate the effectiveness of a coach in developing leaders and retaining top talent. Provide some testimonials and referrals from satisfied clients are valuable indicators of success. They demonstrate the perceived value of your coaching services and can lead to additional business opportunities through word-of-mouth referrals. Continuous learning is for everyone, including coaches. According to the Pew Research Center, 87% of individuals in the workforce recognize the importance of acquiring training and cultivating fresh skills throughout their careers. So not only does it relates to coaches, but really also everyone, which then underscores the need that people have for coaching. Probably as a side note, also underscores why coaching is on the rise so much these days. For executive coaches, personal branding encompasses more than just showcasing your credentials and qualifications, although those are important, we've talked about. It also involves conveying a compelling narrative that reflects your personality, your values, and your approach to your clients. A coach's personal brand should resonate with their intended audience of executives, leaders, and professionals who are seeking your services. So really making sure that you're meeting and clearly communicating who you are and how you work. And if you have questions about how to create an effective personal brand strategy, consider reaching out to our team for information about our coaching, training, and development offerings. We would love to support you in your journey along the way. And that's all I have for you today. I invite you to traverse the path to coaching with intent, curiosity, courage, and a commitment to lifelong learning. Again, if you need support or want to join our community of incredible entrepreneurs, please reach out to us at team@candulacommunications.com. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Catch us next week for another new episode. And just a reminder to please review, like, and subscribe. We hope you'll join us next week. Take care.